This is why some people don't even understand the enthusiasm of your praise. They are aware of some of the adversity you are experiencing, and they are confused when it comes to how you can be so exuberant and enthusiastic when you are suffering through trials and tribulations and ups and downs, but they don't realize, I see something that you don't see. I see exceedingly and abundantly above all he could ask or think. Are there any dreamers in this building? Okay, let me hear how big your dream is by how loud your scream is. Any dreamers in the building? Yeah. You see, for those who do not understand these people's enthusiasm, dreamers are individuals who see something, watch this, not with the eyes in their head, but they see something with the eyes in their heart. The eyes in your head give you sight, but the eyes in your heart give you vision. The eyes in your head help you see today, but the eyes in your heart help you see tomorrow. The eyes in your head help you see to the corner, but the eyes in your heart help you see around the corner. The eyes in your head help you see to the hill, but the eyes in your heart help you see over the hills. The eyes in your head lets you see your present predicament, but the eyes in your heart help you see your future possibilities. And people without vision do not understand the activity of people with vision, because your activity doesn't make sense to them because they're assessing your activity based off of what they see. And they don't realize that they are looking through the eyes in their head, but you're looking through the eyes of your heart. This is why some people don't even understand the enthusiasm of your praise. They are aware of some of the adversity you are experiencing, and they are confused when it comes to how you can be so exuberant and enthusiastic when you are suffering through trials and tribulations and ups and downs, but they don't realize, I see something that you don't see. I see exceedingly and abundantly above all he could ask or think. I see that weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. I see if I sow in tears, I'm going to reap in joy. I see he will take what the enemy meant for evil and turn it around for my good. I've got vision. Vision is a picture of a preferred future, and one of the greatest gifts God can give you after conversion is the gift of clarity. Did you hear what I just said? I said clarity affects everything. While we are fervently and passionately praying for clothes and cars and cribs, please don't forget to put something else at the top of that list. You need to put clarity on the top of that list. Come on. Dr. Miles Monroe says this, watch this, the poorest person in the world is not a person who doesn't have any money. The poorest person in the world is a person that doesn't have any vision. He says people without vision for their future always end up going back to their past. I don't have time. Maybe this is for the 12 o'clock, but I'm going to just give it to y'all too. People who don't have a vision for their next keep running back to their ex. Is that all right for the 10? I know that's the 12, but y'all good with that? We need clarity. Without clarity, we will climb the ladder of success and then get to the top and realize I leaned it against the wrong wall. I spent my whole life building something that don't even matter to me. I spent my whole life doing something that impressed people, but left me empty and void of meaning and purpose and fulfillment, because the highest form of compensation is not finances. The highest form of compensation is fulfillment. If all you want is some money, your standard's too low. That's all you want? You want a bed, but no sleep? You want a house that's not a home? You want clothes, but you still got low self-esteem? No. If all you want is some money, your standards are too low. And the person that has finances but does not have fulfillment is a person that will always feel poor. But God has taken fulfillment and hid it in clarity. He says, I put this here so you will get this no other way. Did you hear what I just said? This is why confusion is an act of war. It's an expression of spiritual warfare. If God wants me clear, then the enemy of God and the enemy of the things of God wants me confused. The Bible puts it very plainly. God is not. Where are my Bible readers? Come on. This is why we need my master class. God is not the author of confusion. So if God is not the author or the originator of confusion, then who is? Did you hear what I just said? See, if the enemy can't get you to be corrupt, his next step is to try to get you to be confused. If he can't get you to do the wrong things, his next step is to get you to do things that are wrong for you. Because he knows you can't accomplish your assignment on your street if you on everybody else's. Is this all right this morning? He wants us confused. And this is one of the reasons he wants us confused. He's not anti your vision. He's anti God's. But he knows that some of the visions you have and some of the dreams you possess aren't yours. You're stewarding them, but they're not yours. They in your heart, but they didn't get there randomly. Watch this. Some of the stuff you want, he won't. So he put the want to in you. To want for yourself what he wants for you. He gives us desires of our heart. Not just desires of our heart. He doesn't give us everything our heart wants, but he will give our heart what to want. So some stuff you want isn't random. God deposited that desire. And I knew many of you I anticipated that many of you may need some evidence of what I'm trying to articulate. So when I was on my way back, I text a dude named Joseph. I say, Joseph, I'm getting ready to talk to these people about dreams. And I know these people at Change. We're a Bible teaching church. So I know these people at Change gonna want some evidence. I just need to know, can I use your permission? Can I have your permission to use your story as a case study to prove my point to these people that some of their dreams aren't their dreams, but some of their dreams are your dreams for them. And that when what they won't line up with what you need, you'll work a miracle to bring it to pass. And so he told me to tell you this. He told me to tell you a little bit about his story because we're introduced to him as a dreamer. He's only 17 years old, and we're introduced to him as a man that is frequently having dreams and visions, two of them specifically, about his own life and about his own future. Now, why does the Bible tell us that he's 17 years old? He's 17 years old, so the Bible's telling us he's this old literally, but it's also saying something to us metaphorically. What is it saying to us, Dharius? It is saying to us that he's 17 years old, so his age is an indication of immaturity. And I'm getting ready to show you this immaturity by how he mismanaged who he shared the dream with. Because it takes maturity to be able to discern who is healthy enough to handle certain dreams without them being triggered. Let me go to this side over here. I'm getting ready to show you in a minute that when he started articulating his dreams to people he thought would be happy for him, those people were actually triggered. And their issue was not his dream. His brother said to him, "Shall you indeed reign over us?" So their issue wasn't his dream. Their issue was their place in it. So if he was dreaming and they were higher than him, they would have no problem with that dream. If he was dreaming and God was about to blow them up from the floor up, they would have no problem with that dream. But when his dream was a revelation of elevation that was going to come to his life, then they had a problem with the dream because they're wondering, where does your dream leave me? And when people are in that space and they're wondering and consumed and concerned about where your dream leads them, you know what that means? That means they love the relationship more than you. You say, "Pastor, it's raining outside. This is too much. It's too early." Yeah. See, whenever you don't want me to follow God's path and plan for me because you feel like it's going to affect us, that's a revelation. You love what this relationship is doing for you more than you love me. Because you telling me if I loved you, I wouldn't go. I'm telling you, if you love me, you wouldn't. Are y'all here? So his age is an indication of maturity, which teaches us something, guys. It teaches us that you don't have to be mature to have a dream. But you do have to be mature to fulfill one.